So cheap.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy D-Man here, and today we're about to do a reaction to 12 videos you can never unsee. Now, this is like a little horror clip. So, duly noted, no side note. If you care to watch it with the lights on, be my guest. There are some things in here I haven't fully seen all the way through. So we're about to get shocked with a lot of things. With that being said, without further ado, let's get it. Let's go.
12. This creepy and unexplained video has been unsettling people since 2016. It starts with a man who looks like he is just goofing around at first by making a weird voice and singing loudly. His mannerisms become more bizarre and aggressive, until finally he is shrieking like a wild animal and destroying the whole room. When he regains his composure and lowers the blinds, you can see that he is standing in the middle of a children's room. There's no sounds of a child though, which makes you wonder if there ever was one to begin with, or if it's been somehow silenced. Before we go any further, it's a proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person, so if you're generous enough to hit the subscribe button and the bell beside it, then thank you. Number 11. A teenager is walking down the street in North Hollywood when a much older man keeps pace behind her. He follows her for a bit and then lunges forward in an attempt to snatch her off the curb. Watch this part and you'll see he was definitely invading her personal space enough to make her sprint away. I'm guessing she was screaming for help and he decides to disengage. As far as I could research, no person was ever named or taken into custody. The suspect still remains at large and could be doing the exact same thing elsewhere for all we know. Number 10. A YouTube channel called Exploring with Danny returns to a haunted chapel that has given him a bad feeling in the past. He is taking...
Okay, pause on this. See, I commend other YouTubers, and that's big ups to you, but I am not going looking for no haunted house as part of my channel. Hell no. Nah. You kick rock with that one. But please continue what you do.
Taking another look around when he detects shuffling in the next room over.
What the hell was that?
When he goes to check out the next room, it proves to be just as empty as the first. He doesn't see anything unusual and soon begins to record various plaques on the wall out of interest. Danny is looking over the names of soldiers when he casually sees something paranormal sticking out from behind a doorway.
What the f...
The scream in his throat sounds very real as he turns to find the unmistakable outline of a nun's head staring through him. It happens very quickly and it's hard to tell if it really is a ghost or not. Before you say fake though, first hear me out. The nun sighting happens at approximately 2 minutes into the video. Yet here you can see the doorway is completely empty at 1 minute 45 seconds, a full 15 seconds prior. The video appears to be taken in one continuous take with no editing, therefore I believe there is a strong possibility that this sighting is real. Number 9.
That's why I don't
a
do
YouTuber named Stirrin's Wild World is grabbing some firewood from a pile when she notices something small and dangerous moving from within. You probably don't see anything and neither did I at first. Without some hesitation, she carefully uses a grabbing stick to extract the beast from its hiding spot.
More venom. More venom!
It's not just any cobra, it's a cobra that actually spits venom. The sight fills her with fear and fascination. Watch as she keeps its mouth pointed away from her as she examines its body.
It's a spitting, striking cobra.
She is giving some basic information about the species when it somehow slips past her guard. It doesn't look like she loosens her grip at all, but rather the snake flattens its jaws and slides through.
Okay, the reason why I'm in love. Whoa!
She manages to snag it by the tail again and moves backwards as the snake comes at her, spitting venom all the while. The video ends before she gets a chance to release it, but based on how it's aggressively moving towards her, I have no idea how she plans to get away. Number 8. This slow motion video captures a man peeling around a corner as fast as he can, and soon you see exactly what has him moving so fast. A gigantic cheetah literally bounces off the wall in pursuit. The video ends before we exactly get to see what happens next. Maybe this cheetah really did come in straight from the jungle, or maybe it was kept as a household pet until one day it simply snapped. Whatever the case may be, I doubt it ended well for the person running away. Then again, I have no idea why he would just happen to have a camera set up to catch this event perfectly, so maybe it was scripted after all. Let me know what you think is going on here, and also tell me if you have any more background information that can help us put this video in better context. Number 7. Two friends explore a park in North Hollywood after hearing reports of a maniac approaching random people. Soon they grow bored and decide to try to test the visual range of their night vision camera for fun. He tells his friend to keep moving back until she is barely visible.
It's on night vision.
That's stupid. Why would you even do that?
Keep going.
Soon she is little more than an outline of a black silhouette against the night sky. When she is a good distance away, something that's been watching them the entire time snatches her into the shadows.
You can easily see it though.
Stop playing around. This is not funny.
If this video is real, then whatever grabs her possesses impossible strength and speed. It picks her up off her feet like she weighs nothing at all, which makes me wonder how big this creature is and how it manages to move so fast without any sounds.
No, he picked her up full speed.
Number 6. Todd T captures a large humanoid-looking figure going down his neighbor's chimney. He's too far away to pick up any discernible details, but the creature looks to be far too large to be a bird or pretty much any other animal. Whatever this is, it looks to be the size of a human. The mysterious creature stuffs itself down the chimney in less than a minute, at which point I'm guessing it roams around the interior of the home for whatever it can find. What happened to Todd's neighbor is anyone's guess. Number 5. This creepy NES commercial scared kids back in the early 90s and continues to creep everyone out years later. It starts with this random adult looking down at you from a weird angle with huge dilated eyes.
We are Nintendo.
I've never seen this character in any games before, and I'm not sure what he's even doing here. If this was supposed to be some kind of new mascot, then it just comes across as odd and uninviting.
I remember that cartoon. I mean, in that little mascot. Basically, he was the spokesman. It was one of the producers, and he was one of the spokesmen for that commercial. So they kind of just did him like a block figure, everything like a pixel figure. And this bell that was his voice, basically saying that we are Nintendo. If you think you can beat us, because that was the first Nintendo NES games. So when they first did the commercial, they basically brought him out as far as like, you can't beat us, like he was one of the bad guys. That's pretty much what that was.
All of the other characters likewise lose their friendly charm and fall in behind him. The low quality animation makes the whole scene look really weird and slightly crazy. If you were the average parent in the 90s who didn't really know what Nintendo was, I doubt this scene would convince you to get one for your home.
New worlds. You cannot beat
Fake
us.
Bowser.
We are Nintendo.
Are we the first candy to make something
Really?
thin? Nah. Are we the best at it? Yep.
Something's wrong with Chucky.
Seriously? I have to sit through this commercial?
Andy.
This whole concept is just so far from the family-friendly image Nintendo is always trying to project that I don't know what they were trying to accomplish with this video. Number 4. Two people are heading down the road when a third person looks right at them and steps in their path. Watch this part and you can see that he clearly waits for them to get close and does this on purpose.
Are you kidding me?
But here's where things get really strange. According to the uploader, when he turned around, the man was completely gone. He called the police and they had no luck finding him either. Could this have been a spirit doomed to repeat its last moments on Earth? Number 3. Thomas Gilmer runs a computer store and often buys old computer equipment from his customers on the cheap. This time he gets a computer at a bargain price, and when he pops open the cover, he immediately understands why the seller was so quick to part ways. The inside is covered from end to end with the remains of thousands of dried up cockroaches. And to top it off, a single living spider crawls across this disgusting bug wasteland.
Look at that.
Wow.
According to the description, the smell of the computer was just as repugnant as the site itself. All I know is that Thomas better hope that none of the bugs were alive and managed to scurry away. A single living roach could go on to infest this building as easily as it did this previous owner's home. Number 2. This CCTV footage comes from the London Dungeon, a famous tourist attraction in England that's rumored to be haunted. An employee is tending to their duties in the laundry room all alone. When they go to open the door to the washing machine, a hand reaches out and makes a grab at them. Weirder still is how the camera switches to static merely moments before this happens. Since technological malfunctions can often indicate the presence of the paranormal, and also given the location, I think this strange video could definitely be real, and if so, it's something that this employee will never be able to unsee. Before we get to number 1, left is real and the person on the right is actually a still image taken from a video. Watch as the person Also, don't forget I upload a new video here on YouTube every Thursday and Saturday. Number 1. I can guarantee that this scary new video editing technology is unlike anything you've ever seen before. The person on the left is real and the person on the right is actually a still image taken from a video. Watch as the person on the left controls what the other image is doing in real time.
My first time on stage was in 1998.
This is what the technology actually looks like in action. It will copy the movements of another person without question. It will make them do whatever you do, say whatever you say. There's practically no way for the average person to tell the difference between a real video and one that is being edited in real time. If I had this technology, I could make a video of you saying whatever I wanted to, and you could do the same to me. Soon the only way to know the truth for sure, we'll be able to see and hear them in person.
Wow. The last one was a little creepy. But the one with the freaking nun, that was like the doggone, that nun looked exactly like the nun in The Conjuring. For real, like, dude, or the movie, The Nun. Like, that was crazy. That was real creepy. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And big ups to all my new subscribers. Welcome to the D-MoneyX. And be sure to hit that notification bell below. Or you can also hit one of the notification, my little icon that's in the bottom screen right here. The skulls, you can see it. If you can't, I'll make it visible later. But be sure to follow me on Twitch, Twitter, all that is in the band up above. And in the meantime, between time I see you when I see you, I'll let you board. Peace.